What you here for? Strictly business. Yeah. You want a job or get rich? I'm bossed up. 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 Got boss in my IV. Just check my ID, and that's why I be the HNIC. People despise me. My services ain't free. Ain't trying to hear your story, homie. Cop me, no please. In high school, corner, quarterback. Nowadays, corner, quarter sack. Keep that on the low, rappers turning into rats. Squad snitching on they self, DEA ransack.
Yeah, don't mind that. We was frustrated in the backstage, so
there's a lot going on today.
It was off by a little bit. Shout out to my brother because he started this bullshit, but we gonna end it. Yeah, like it's
shit, bro got Mel turned up. Okay,
yeah, it's a big football Friday.
Everything that happens, that's on him.
Yeah. It's a big football Friday before the big game on Sunday. We're gonna get to our predictions on the game. We're gonna break some, we can get some our own little takes on what we think and how the game should go on Sunday. Before we get to all of that, we're gonna do what we do. We're gonna have some fun today.
It's gonna be a great show.
It'll be a good show. Now, how are you doing today, Moose? How you feel?
I'm pretty solid. I got a pretty stat-filled day tomorrow. So if all things go right, I'll have a really, really big announcement on next Friday.
See, we love big announcements. Speaking of announcements, the NFL had announced they did their awards, for the season.
Postseason awards, NFL honors.
Yep. So we're gonna run down some of these awards. Some of them we nailed early in this. Like we nailed these
before the season started.
Like way before. So let's go. Let's run down. Obvious. We'll start with the MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Of course, deserved.
Which we said before the season started. No shock there.
Even though there's a lot of people that were saying or that are salty about it, but it's okay.
A little bit. I mean, Christian McCaffrey had a
very convincing case, but cry your heart out.
Right. Speaking of Christian McCaffrey, he won Offensive Player of the Year,
which is a good thing.
Which he should have. He had a dope. He's been flirting with this for the last 2-3 seasons. So
yeah. So it was appropriate that they finally gave it to him.
Speaking with flirting with this for the last couple of years, Myles Garrett, Defensive Player of the Year,
deserved. TJ Watt, since you want to drop subliminals on Twitter, can't win it every year, dog. I get it.
No, and Myles Garrett arguably should have 2 of these right now, but
honestly, it's okay.
It is what it is. Offensive Rookie of the Year, we called it. CJ Stroud. There's
much deserved.
I mean, I will say this, though. I think Puka Nacua got robbed.
I'm not gonna lie. If somebody came to me and was like, "I'm gonna give it to Puka," I'm not gonna argue with you there. I'm not gonna argue with you there.
The reason why I would say he got robbed, or they should have probably split it. Puka Nacua set the record for most catches and yards by a rookie wide receiver in the season. CJ Stroud, I think he only, as a rookie, I think he only set, I don't know what record I think it was like completion percentage or something. Or quarterback rating.
It was a touchdown to interception percentage, something like that, or ratio, something like that.
Because passing yards for a rookie, he finished third. Yeah, like he didn't finish. He didn't break a lot of rookie records for a quarterback. Is what I'm.
Yeah, no, most definitely.
Is what I'm getting at. I think they're giving it to him based on what the team success was, and
absolutely,
he was the spearhead of that. So I'm not gonna just credit any of that, but I would say Puka Nacua, you got a legit argument, my brother, and I would fight with you for that.
Definitely, I wouldn't be mad at it. He definitely did some big things, especially with how the Rams started. Everybody looking at Cooper Kupp to have a turnaround season. Battled a lot of injuries, but Puka really stepped up into that spot and really demanded that respect, especially in the playoffs. Man, he didn't slouch at all. So he definitely has an
Like,
argument, man. I wouldn't be mad.
like he arguably became their number one wide receiver.
I mean, yeah, you know. So yeah,
So
shout out to Puka, man. I would not be mad if
yeah.
they would have gave it to him.
So, we're gonna give you a love over here. Defensive rookie of the year, Will Anderson. That was a slam dunk.
Absolutely. Even though a lot of people were arguing Jalen Carter, but
Mhm.
I think when you ultimately look at it, Will
They
Anderson, what he was doing, especially during in the end, battling that injury, was just you just can't ignore it.
right. I'm gonna skip over that. Okay, so the last two awards are the two that's gonna create the most friction over here. Which one you want to rock with first? You want to go coach of the year or comeback player of the year?
We'll go coach of the year first.
Okay, coach of the year was given to Kevin Stefanski. I'm gonna call bullshit. I'm gonna call bullshit, and I'm gonna call bullshit 1,000 times. I can name possibly 5 coaches that should have got it before you even got to Kevin Stefanski's name.
I'll just give you
Um,
one. I
look,
should give you one.
D'Amico Ryans, number 1. Mike Tomlin, number 2.
Honestly, wouldn't be
Okay,
mad at Mike Tomlin.
I would even go as far. Not it's not far, but Sean McVay, because
Really good argument.
no one anticipated the Rams doing what the Rams did with all the injuries and the turnovers and all the stuff that they had going on over there for them to end up in the playoffs.
Really good argument.
Like we didn't see that happening
Hey,
whatsoever.
remember, fuck them picks, bro. And what they do, they said, all right,
Yeah,
fuck them picks. Here we are in the playoffs. Y'all got to see us.
yeah. This is where it gets, this is where the dice get to rolling. You can probably throw a bunch of different people. Mike McDaniel, what he did in Miami. And if for shits, giggles, maybe this is where you slide Kevin Stefanski in there. Maybe. But I'm gonna go by
Antonio Pierce.
That's what I was gonna say. I was about to say you're gonna hear my bias in a second, but I'm gonna say Antonio Pierce.
Hey, I do not care. You know me. I'm going to keep it a bean. Antonio Pierce. All right. He definitely deserved at least a look or a nod. Right. But at the end of the day, bro, bump all of that, bro. D'Amico deserved the coach of the year. I understand
100%.
everybody wants to sit up here and talk about, oh, well, Kevin Stefanski did it with 3-4 different quarterbacks, bro. I don't care. I
None
don't
of them.
care.
Every quarterback he had wasn't worse than what Mike Tomlin was working with in Pittsburgh.
Exactly. And the fact that he did it, the fact that D'Amico did it with not only him being a rookie, but him having a rookie quarterback, like, and looking at what the Texans record was last year, that complete turnaround, yeah, no, come on, bro. There's no possible way you can justify giving it to
With
Kevin,
the rookie
giving it to Kevin
quarterback.
Stefanski with a rookie quarterback.
Some of his best players were either rookies or second-year players.
Literally, rookies or second years. Not to mention to have that defense was one of the worst defense as far as run percentage and pass percentage to be top 15 in both.
Right.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. What are we doing here?
This wasn't that hard of it. Once we saw what the Texans were, like D'Amico was coach of the year. Period. Point blank.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, can you answer me? Because who did the Texans beat in the playoffs?
Could have swore they beat the. Never mind.
Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just.
It was convincingly too, right?
Yeah, I'm just.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Asking, I just want to know.
I mean, because that has to matter, right? The head-to-head matchup.
Mm-hmm. Did
right?
the Texans win their division?
Mm-hmm. Sure did.
Did the Browns win their division?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. I'm just trying to figure out what you did better than the other guy.
Because it doesn't seem like anything really changed when you had all your quarterbacks out, which means your defense still held still, even with all the injuries that they had, they still held still, which would probably be more of a nod towards your assistant coach, Jim Schwartz, which is probably why he got assistant coach of the year.
So wait a minute. So the head coach got head coach of the year, and the assistant coach got assistant coach of the year.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Jim Schwartz got assistant coach of the year, which is I don't know. It's just kind of interesting to me because like all that, and then everybody weighed the big win off of in the first week, only to completely negate the big win in playoffs that the Texans had. But I mean, I don't know. I guess everybody was feeling really Brown this voting because Browns like swept under all the awards.
If I'm looking at, tell me if I'm wrong, because I respect your football knowledge and IQ on this situation, on anything football. That's why we're here. If I'm looking at a head coach and he had a rookie quarterback, and that rookie quarterback won Rookie of the Year. He's a defensive coach, and he drafts a defensive player outside linebacker, and then that said player wins defensive rookie of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And that I'm pretty sure I don't know the rankings. What's up, Carl? I don't know if how high the Texans defense was, but it was pretty high if I'm not mistaken. So that means he handled his side of the ball. The dude he drafted panned out to what that high draft pick turned out to be. They got the quarterback. He panned out to be exactly what they expected him to be. They win their division when they wasn't expected to win the division. And that guy doesn't win head coach of the year.
Yeah, like I said, they were top 15 in defense this year after being literally bottom last year. They finished 14.
I don't see how that guy didn't, like, no one picked the Texans to win that division.
Everybody wrote every single person on that team, including D'Amico, off. Everybody was telling. Remember the narrative around that. Everybody was saying, D'Amico, you shouldn't go there. The Texans ruined careers. Look what they did to JJ. Look what they did to DeAndre. Look what they did to Deshaun Watson. They ruined careers. Don't do it. Don't do it. Look what Bill O'Brien, Lovie Smith. Look what they did. Don't do it. And he took that job with confidence, chest out, and turned that team the fuck around in literally less than a year.
When he was on the 49ers and JJ Watt was on the Cardinals and he got the job, what did JJ Watt tell him? Did you see the clip? When he said, go home and turn the Texans around.
That's crazy because he surely did say that. Did tell him that. And what did D'Amico do? He went home and turned the Texans around? Okay.
Like, I don't know what else you wanted that man to do outside of win a Super Bowl. I mean, because he got that team to the second round of the playoffs. Did he not?
And beat the team with the best defense, because statistically the Browns had the best defense in the league this year. Mm-hmm. And the coach of the year, with the assistant player of the year, with the comeback player of the year, with the defensive player of the year. Is that not? Do we not take that into account? Like, the Browns damn near swept every single award in NFL honors,
which makes no sense.
Which is crazy. Defensive player of the year, coach of the year, assistant player of the year, and comeback, or assistant coach of the year and comeback player of the year, all on the Browns. And D'Amico beat them first round of the playoffs convincingly.
We're gonna get to comeback play in the year right now. We're gonna get to that bullshit right now. Like I said, we was going through some shit. My brother feels that Baker Mayfield didn't do nothing to deserve comeback player of the year. Didn't do nothing.
It's crazy.
Which is crazy to me. Because hold on. I want to put this up. I told him I was going to put it up. Where's my overlays at? Overlays is right there. Because this was an actual article. Hold on. Should have did this before, but my brother I didn't know. I just added this in late, so I'm on fire right now. So you gotta.
I was saying, like we said, bro got him turned up a little bit backstage. It's okay. You feel me?
Yeah,
We getting there. Don't worry about it.
we're gonna get there. Just rock with me for a second. Rock with me for a second. Hit this over here. Why isn't it not coming up? God damn it. Why is it not coming up? All right, screw it. Basically, the article on ESPN. Baker Mayfield coaching timeline and how the Buccaneers quarterback overcame 8 head coaches in 6 years. Those are just the head coaches.
Just the head coaches.
He had 7 offensive coordinators.
7. I don't know if y'all heard that.
So, if we're going to talk comeback player of the year, and this is the argument that I was having with my brother. Everybody had written Baker Mayfield off. They said he was a bust. He was no good. He's not an NFL quarterback.
Johnny Manziel 2.0. That's what I call it.
Johnny Manziel 2.0. Not big, not strong, not this, not that. All of these. Tampa made a mistake by signing Baker Mayfield on a prove it.
Has more commercials than he has touchdowns.
More commercials than touchdowns. All of these things. This is what they said. And all he did was take over for Tom Brady, take that team to the playoffs, win the division while doing it, threw for 4,000 yards, and arguably Mike Evans had his best season as a pro.
Can you tell me where Baker finished in passing this year?
Wasn't he top? Hold on. Let me get to the old trusty statamajiggy. Let's see. Where did Baker? Nope. Regular season. Because
I got it. You know what I'm saying?
I know he finished in the top 10. I know
most
he finished in
definitely. Top 10.
I know he finished in the top 10.
For sure. Yep. Top 10. Most definitely.
Right. He finished with 40 less yards than Patrick Mahomes.
Mm-hmm.
I do believe he threw more touchdowns than Patrick Mahomes. Yes, he did. Less interceptions than Patrick Mahomes. These are guys that y'all love.
Mm-hmm.
And a higher quarterback rating than Sir Patrick Mahomes.
So, you mean to tell me that the guy that everybody read off, the guy that everybody said was trash, had a statistically better season than Patrick Mahomes?
Yes, he did.
That's crazy. That's really interesting, right? Because that's everybody's. That's the quote unquote best quarterback in the league, right?
I don't even see Joe Flacco on this list.
Oh, that's crazy. That's wild, right? That's crazy. I actually gotta like scroll down a few pages, like just a little bit, to even get to Joe Flacco, which is very, very interesting. Like, I get it, right? It all sounds good. It's a nice story. He was throwing touchdowns and, you feel me, taking naps on the sideline or whatever the case may be.
He played 5 games.
At the end of the day,
5 games.
I really don't care. I really do not care. Like,
how do
I'm
you
not giving
win
Grandpa
comeback
Joe
player of the year and play 5 games?
and play 5 games.
It's a 17-week season.
Like, they realized in 3 of those games he threw like 7 interceptions, right?
Right. Like, he played.
But he had 300 yards though, bro. That's what we're banking this on. He had 300 yards and 3 touchdowns in those games. But also in those games, he threw 2 interceptions, 3 interceptions, 2 interceptions.
He played 5 games and threw 2 less interceptions than Baker Mayfield.
Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Because I was literally just off by 1. I was taking a shot in the dark and I was off by 1.
Yeah. Like, how does he win comeback player of the year? It's ridiculous. It's absolutely not. It's crazy. It's crazy talent.
Wow.
And the point of this is like, when Baker, coming from Cleveland, going through all of the things that he went through in Cleveland, the stop in Carolina. the stop in Carolina, the stop in LA. Everybody said his career was over. Said he was done. They said he was done. And it was a big mistake for him to go to Tampa, replace Tom Brady.
Replace Tom Brady, the big shoes. You got big shoes to fill.
All of those things for him to go out and do what he did.
And only to finish top 10 in passing and beat the best quarterback in the league in every statistical category.
Then go to the Pro Bowl. Do all of the things.
And go to the Pro Bowl and dominate.
Everything that you said, everything that they said he could not do, he did it.
It's probably only going to get better because the team is probably only going to get better. But so when y'all see Baker in the playoffs next year, and honestly, literally was one play away. Like if Todd Bowles realizes that he's not a dumbass and actually head coach and calls a timeout, then who knows what could happen. But was literally one play away from going to the NFC Championship. So who's to say that they're not going to be like that much better? Like I get they're losing Mike Evans, but let's be honest here, guys.
Right, like he's got more playoff wins than Dak Prescott.
Yep, we've seen Baker operate with less.
Like, come on now, like he deserved that, and it's not me throwing on my cape. Oh, you just do this for Baker? No, he earned it. He put it on the field. Like it's not that deep. He put it on the field.
Yep, I'd have gave it to DeMar Hamlin before I would have gave it to Joe Flacco. Bro died on the field.
Shoot, if you was going to give it to anybody, this nigga died last year.
He died on the field. Like, he literally died on the field. Okay? His heart stopped. On the field, my nigga, like, zero.
And they tried to run a fake punt with him in the playoff game.
You feel me? And they tried to run it. He was back on the field running fake punts, making tackles on special teams and shit. Let me repeat, he died on the field. Okay? So if you should have gave it to any fucking body, it should have been him.
Yeah,
but y'all gave it to Grandpa Joe, who was taking naps on the sideline. Sure, let's go ahead and justify that one, guys.
Fucking stupidity, fucking Joe Flacco, get out of here. It's dumb.
Yeah, they was feeling Brown. They was feeling Brown in the NFL, honest, bro. It's okay because there's no reason why the Browns should have won any fucking awards.
No. And speaking of dumb, speak and dumb kind of go together sometimes.
Sometimes not as of lately.
Shout out to Emmanuel Acho. If you want some real people to sit next to you, me and Mulich will be more than willing to sit next to you and actually have an intelligent football conversation.
I stitch you all the time on TikTok.
I stitch you all the time on TikTok, dog. Like
just stitch me back, hit me in the DMs is good. I'll pull up. Don't even worry about it.
I've told you, like, the reason why Speak works is because you're there. The other three, not so much. I'm gonna ask you a question. Who are your three all-time greatest quarterbacks of all time?
Three all-time greatest quarterbacks?
In your opinion.
In order? Because I can give it to him in order. Tom Brady, Joe Montana, Peyton Manning.
Okay. It didn't matter. Order just doesn't matter. I have those three as well. So the talk is that Patrick Mahomes has already entered the top three of all-time quarterback list, which is absolutely ridiculous to me. The reason why it's ridiculous, one, his career is not over. I'm not saying he'll never get to that point. What I'm saying is he's not there now. He's not there now. Because what if, because they're banking on this, everybody's really confident that they're going to win a Super Bowl on Sunday, but you got to play the game on Sunday to see who wins.
Most definitely do.
So let's say the Chiefs go out and they lose the Super Bowl. Does that change your opinion now? Because
I mean, it would have to. Because what if he goes on a 10-year drought like Tom Brady did?
That's what that was going to be my next thing. Like, so what happens if he never goes to a Super Bowl again? How is he still number three right now? That's why I say you have to wait until people's careers materialize, until they're done. You stop putting current players into conversations in which they don't belong. And I said this last week. I said this is the LeBron James syndrome. We're putting players
recency bias syndrome
into conversations in which they do not belong. There is nothing that Patrick Mahomes has done to this point that makes him better or had a better career than Peyton Manning. Nothing. Like what Peyton Manning did, because the argument
Peyton Manning has 70,000 yards passing, right?
Right, and these are the arguments that they were making. Now, I know this is not a basketball show or anything like that. This is a football show, but sometimes we got to crossovers so we can give context to certain. And I was talking about speaking. We're going to get to Shady McCoy and what he said, which makes absolutely no sense. It is, but it makes sense if you're a liar and you don't hold the criteria across the board to every single person. He said Peyton Manning played 17 years and only won 2 championships. Yeah, see, when you see how you looked up and it was like that. Okay, fine. But these are the same people that'll tell you LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan.
I was finna say, because aren't y'all the same ones that'll sit there and say LeBron is better than Jordan just because he scored more points than him?
Mm-hmm. Know what else they said? Also, because they'll tell you Andy Reid is the greatest coach of all time, in their opinion, their greatest head coach of all time.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that point later because
we're gonna get to that too.
Marlon Humphreys, you got me fucked up.
But they discredit Michael Jordan because they said he had Phil Jackson. That's what they say. They say LeBron James had to learn basketball on his own. Who was the Hall of Fame head coach that taught LeBron James? Well, who was the Hall of Fame coach that Peyton Manning had outside of Tony Dungy? And I will argue he made Tony Dungy a Hall of Fame head coach.
Oh, he definitely made Tony Dungy a Hall of Fame head coach.
And I like Tony Dungy. This is no Tony.
Love Tony Dungy.
No
Tony Dungy slander will be tolerated at all.
Not one.
So this
can I ask
is
you
not
another
enough
question?
post Tony. Go ahead. Absolutely, far away.
Can you name the Peyton Manning offensive coordinator?
Got me.
Because we've seen every great quarterback, their offensive coordinator gets a head coaching job, correct?
Mm-hmm. At least the head coach.
At least that. I don't know, and I could be completely off base with this. I couldn't tell you the Peyton Manning offensive coordinator. I don't know who that person is. That could be wrong. Like I said,
could be wrong. Might have to do a little research.
And I didn't do the research because it never jumped out. Oh, Indianapolis head coach is offensive coordinator is getting this, that. I've never heard that one time. Like, we know Eric Bieniemy and Andy Reid. We know we know Josh McDaniel. We know Bill Walsh, Kyle Shanahan. We know these guys. Who was the offensive coordinator for the fucking Broncos?
We know the defensive coordinator for the Broncos.
We know all this shit except that, because that was who fucking Peyton Manning was. Remember we had the conversation about system and being the system?
Mm-hmm. When you are the system versus being part of the system.
Peyton was the system.
Yeah. So when you guys keep trying to come at me, which we'll get to later, because we're going to talk about prosperity later. Please watch more football, please.
Yeah, dudes are playing 17 games right now, a season, regular season game.
Mm-hmm.
Peyton Manning in 16 games threw for 5,100 yards, damn near 5,200 yards, and 50 touchdowns.
55, to be specific.
55.
Because that's almost 60 touchdowns, guys.
And no one even came close.
You guys want to know this? This the thing. This is the thing, right? Because I know Mel was trying to be nice. Okay, I'm not here to be nice.
Okay. So,
he threw for almost 5,500 yards. Okay, he was 33 yards off. 5,477 yards in 2013 with 55 touchdowns. 7 touchdowns in the game. Come on, guys. Like, what are we talking about?
Like, we're not
What are we
doing
talking?
this.
7,000 yards, 96 overall passing rating, Pro Football Hall of Fame, College Hall of Fame. We're not doing this. Like that. This is not. Three-time passing rated leader, 2-time completion percentage leader, 14-time Pro Bowl,
5
3-time
MVPs,
passing yards leader, 4-time touchdowns leader. Like, what are we talking about?
Like, he's got 5
MVPs.
Yeah, like, come on, dog. We're not going to do that. We are not going to disrespect
NFL comeback
the
player of the
sheriff.
year, 2-time offensive player of the year. What are we talking about?
We're not going to disrespect the sheriff. We are not going to do that.
Are we serious?
No. Come on,
Number
man.
1 overall pick. Are we serious? Come on, guys. Let's not do this.
Like,
we're not doing this.
Because these are the same people.
For 2 different franchises after a season, after what was supposed to be a career-ending injury.
Like, before Tom Brady did it, like, it was Peyton that switched teams and won the Super Bowl with 2 different teams.
They called him the sheriff for a reason, guys.
Like, look, because they'll argue. This is why I say they don't hold the standard across the board. They'll tell you Super Bowls are a team sport when you want to defend Mahomes against Brady. But then when it's Mahomes versus Peyton, oh, well, if he wins this Super Bowl, he's going to have one more Super Bowl than Peyton. And that's what makes – shut up. Shut up. Because the accolades are not even close.
They're not even in the same realm.
They're not in the same atmosphere. Okay? They're not.
And I'll get it, and I'll give it to y'all, right? I'll give it to y'all. He threw for 5,000 yards in the season for sure. 2022, I'll give y'all 5,600. But did he throw for 55 touchdowns? Did he even get close to 55 touchdowns?
You have to put it all together as it's all one thing.
Not to mention it had that extra game.
Yeah.
And he still can amass the touchdown. Oh, okay, for sure. That makes sense.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what Peyton, man, like, listen here, man. Stop it. Okay? Until fucking Brady came back against the Atlanta Falcons, I still had Peyton over Brady.
Everybody still had Joe Montana and Peyton Manning as the best quarterbacks to play the game.
Like, stop.
Like, yeah. And this is the thing. That is the thing I always tell Mel, right? That's the thing I always tell Mel, right? And I'll always continue to say it. Every single fucking person, just like he just said it, right? Everybody literally waited until Tom Brady. Like, there was a whole group of people. Even after that fucking amazing ass comeback in Atlanta, there was still a whole group of football players and football people, football heads, old heads, young heads, that did not have him over Joe Montana. A lot of people put him over Peyton after that, but they did not have him over Joe Montana. It took him winning 7 rings, guys. 7 rings. And to finally be over Joe Montana. Mind you, he had beat Joe Montana already. Long time ago. It took him winning 3 more rings to finally be boasted over Joe Montana. And y'all are trying to put Patrick Mahomes over Peyton Manning when they're tied in Super. Like, come on, bro. Let's not do this.
Like, we're not going to do it. Like, we're not going to do it. Guys. Not with. And they keep saying, oh, well, he's going to break all of the records. If he get hurt, and I'm not doing, and I hate doing this, and look, if Patrick Mahomes ends up getting hurt next season and never playing football ever again, because, there was another person that everybody swore up and down was going to be the second coming of the world in, what's the motherfucker from Indianapolis took over? Andrew Luck, who had no luck. And what happened to him? Nothing.
Freaking Indianapolis, freaking Jim Irsay wanted to use him like a battering ram and not a fucking quarterback. They don't need running backs. Remember what he said? Y'all remember what he said? They don't need running backs. Running backs I don't need a running back. That's why Andrew Luck had to retire, and the stupid ass fucking Colts fans booed him off the field, even though he didn't even fucking announce his retirement. He wanted to do it on his own terms, but yeah, they pushed him out essentially because they couldn't wait for him to get healthy because of the situation they caused with his show. Okay, that's right.
Like, allow these dudes to finish playing. Because if you ask me, I'm a Washington fan. Watching RG3, I thought we had one.
Y'all did until another damn coach ruined his career. Jay Gruden. Isn't that crazy how that shit worked?
Like, come on. Like, there's too many examples of people's careers just getting stopped in the middle of greatness. Michael Vick was on his way, stopped in the middle of it. Had to sit down. Shoot, Peyton, as great as his career was going, that neck injury messed him up.
Mm-hmm. Set the Colts back years until they got luck.
Like, we don't know. Like, allow these things to happen. We watched Ben Roethlisberger come out and win 2 Super Bowls in 4 years or some dumb shit. What is it? Did we see that?
Mm-hmm.
Don't nobody got
is top 10 in passing. Don't nobody got him top 10 overall.
Nobody. Not one person got Ben Roethlisberger in their top 10
Super Bowl
quarterbacks
rings,
of all time.
Not one Super Bowl MVP.
Not one.
We understand Patrick Mahomes got 2 Super Bowl MVPs, probably one that he probably didn't deserve, but it's okay. Well, that's up to the consensus. But yeah. Don't nobody got him top 10 in anything. So slow your roll, guys. Let him finish his career out, okay? Because like we said, he can go on to lose this one, which
because the thing is
not win again. He can only finish with 2. Then what?
Because then this is why I say y'all don't have the same energy. Because if Brock Purdy wins this Super Bowl, then where do you put his at?
They're gonna put him right over Drew Brees and Aaron Rodgers because they all got 1 Super Bowl.
Because you mean tell me the dude who was taken last in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
They got passed over by 32 teams because you got to add the 49ers because they passed over the motherfucker too until the last pick.
Over 10 times.
To being the last person picked to being the last quarterback standing if he wins the Super Bowl.
Yeah. No, you got to put him over Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees at that point.
You got to. If this is the standard that we're setting, oh no. What he did. He led the league in passing this year.
Yep.
All
First in all passing categories.
All of the stats, he got them.
Yep.
He was rocking this year.
Beat the game manager, quote unquote allegations. Yeah, no, you got to put him top 5.
Because these are the same argument. As a starter, he's never not played in the NFC Championship or a Super Bowl.
Yep. You got to put him top 5. He's just in top 5. As soon as he wins, bro, you got to put him top 5. Brock Purdy's top 5 as soon as he wins. Top 5 all time.
Because what he's doing is ignorant right now. Because we don't care about what's happening tomorrow.
Nope. Don't matter what happens tomorrow. Don't matter what happened last year. None of that.
Mm-hmm. We're only talking about right now.
Right now. Brock Purdy's top 5 all time.
That's crazy.
Especially if he wins, bro. Especially if he wins, top 5. He's at least top 10 all time.
Bro, he's going because I don't believe. I mean, we can look it up, but I've never heard of a Mr. Irrelevant winning Super Bowl or a Super Bowl MVP.
I ain't never heard of it. I ain't never heard of a Mr. Irrelevant taking their team to the Super Bowl. So he's already beaten all the odds, bro.
Right. So like the story of Brock Purdy should catapult his ass at worst into the top 10, right?
Easily.
I mean, sorry. I mean, like, this is what we're going to do. This is the standard that we're setting, that everything that is happening at the moment is the most amazing thing we've ever seen. Then they don't get no more amazing than Mr. Irrelevant winning the fucking Super Bowl.
Winning the Super Bowl, bro. Nah, I mean, since that's what we're doing, since everybody wants to love recency bias, and that's what somebody was talking about on the radio today, was that, recency bias, this, and there's no such thing as recency bias, because if people are good now, then you have to give them their flowers now, but you can't. I was like, bro, at the end of the day, you didn't make not one bit of sense. Okay, this is the reason why I wish I can clip radio, because recency bias is a real thing, because people will see something flashy and new and be like, oh my God, that's the best thing I've ever seen, but completely negate the fact that that's already been done 1,000,001 times by people in the past. Oh, Patrick Mahomes passed for 5,000 yards in a season. Holy shit, I've never seen it done before. Peyton Manning did it already, bro. And he added 55 touchdowns to boot.
Fucking Peyton. I mean, Dan Marino did that shit in 1983.
Dan Marino did that. There's the reason why they still classify Dan Marino as the best thrower of the fucking football they've ever fucking seen, and why he's still considered top 10 in a lot of people's lists. And that nigga ain't even got no goddamn Super Bowl.
Because he should be. Like, to do what he did in the time in which he did it should not have been done. Should not have been done. Sorry, just so y'all know. the same way, OJ ran for 2,000 yards when he did it, should not have been done.
Eric Dickerson,
Eric
Barry
Dickerson,
Sanders. Like it's like when you see this shit, it's like, damn. And have you noticed like like when they try to put these people above the legends, it's like the shit that they try to like justify or quantify with the legends, it don't even come close. It don't even come close.
Speaking of come close and dummies, because we're still talking about dummies. Did you hear? I know it was old, but somehow it kind of resurfaced again, and it rubbed me the wrong way, and I hated it. I'm gonna quote Kwame Brown on this because old Dracula face called Barry Sanders overrated. And if you follow Kwame Brown Buzz Life, you know exactly who I'm talking about when you say old Dracula face.
Oh my gosh. You gotta love Kwame, bro. He stay with the one-liners. I love it.
Yeah, it's like, come on now. There's never a point. Barry Sanders and overrated don't go in the same conversation.
I'm trying to figure out how. Like, how do you fix yourself to say Barry Sanders, of all people,
Of all people,
all running backs, of all athletes, was overrated. I don't understand that. I don't get that point. I don't
get it either. It just goes to show when these big head media, when they get in front of these cameras, they have agendas. Like they try to say buzzwords and get people going, and that's why you can't listen to Nick Wright. That's why you can't listen to some of these dudes.
How overrated? They realize Barry.
In 9 seasons, when he retired, he was the second leading rusher of all time. And he only needed like 800 yards to pass Walter Payton when he retired.
They realized Barry. I can't even do this because why? What the fuck? What? Are they serious right now?
It's crazy, Townsend. That's why I say when y'all come here,
serious right now?
He's dead serious. When you come here, this is why we are who we are. This is why we tell you this is the best sports show that you're gonna watch anywhere. So Emmanuel Acho, I keep trying, come back to Emmanuel, like, yo, you got some seats, like GQ2. You got 3 seats. We got 3 people. You can sit us next to you, get rid of the other 3, and we can make it happen.
So
we can call it like speak inside the huddle.
I just want to know one thing. I just want to know one thing, and then I'm gonna be quiet. Okay, just want to know one thing, and then be quiet. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go away. Has any other running back in NFL history rushed for 2,000 yards at age 29?
At age 29, no.
29, like a year before they retired.
No.
Oh, okay. I'll be quiet now because Barry did it.
You said before?
Yeah.
I think Chris Johnson did it. I think Chris Johnson was like 26.
Yeah, 20. He was 26. Yeah, because Barry was 29, and y'all know the quote unquote time line for running backs, right? Yeah, no. Yeah,
but Chris Johnson did it. Chris Johnson did it
in his second year. Second year, he was 24.
24.
Second year, right? Yeah, Barry did
it. But he had a dope ass offensive line.
Amazing offensive line. Barry did it in his. Let's see. We got to count this, right? Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
I think it was year 6.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got to count it again because
he did it in the 9th year. He did it.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
What year was he when he retired?
9. Yeah, he rushed for 2053 in 97. He retired in 98.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
so technically year 8, but if we're going by the calendar terms, it's year 9. He was 29 years old, 2053, and then that next year before he retired, capped off with 14 and said, "Bye, I'm gone." So if y'all can name me any other running back that has done that, right? That has never ever dropped under 1,000 yards in his career, ever.
Oh no.
Ever, like literally, since he came into the league,
He's got the second highest
He
per game
fed y'all
rushing
14.
average. He's got the second highest.
He
I think
fed
Jim
y'all
Brown-
14 as a rookie. And then as an OG, fed y'all 14 more and said, I'm gone.
Yeah,
So
I
if
think Jim
anybody
Brown
can duplicate that,
I think
I'll be
Jim
quiet.
Brown averages 107 yards a game or some shit, and Barry is like 101.
I'll be quiet.
Like overrating Barry Sanders. Like the man ran for almost what he did in college was stupid. Just you want to go watch a running back win a Heisman and look at their season. No running back had a better season than Barry Sanders.
It's the reason why they call him the best running back ever. While playing majority of the games of the season.
Yeah. So
as a running back, mind you. Because there was only literally one season where he didn't play over 12 games. And guess what, guys? Guess what? He still rushed for over 1,000 yards. You guys realize that's over 100 yards a game in a short season because he got hurt. Still over 100 yards a game. Okay, just want to make sure. Yeah,
I mean,
just want to make sure we're on the same page, guys.
He was a Pro Bowler every single season and an All Pro at more than half his career.
One MVP in his second to last year, guys.
Yeah. He played 9 seasons.
Player of the year.
He played 9 years and was an All Pro 6 of those years. First team All Pro.
Hey. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. That we were talking about the same guy because it seemed like motherfuckers done forgot. But okay, for sure.
Absolutely ridiculous. But like I said, Emmanuel, brother, invite the fellas. We can just do an Inside the Huddle takeover for like a week. Just have us in for a week. 2 days. We'll rock out. We'll do 2 days. We can do it. We'll turn the show up for you. You get to see what actually having intelligent people on your show sounds like. And we go from there.
Yeah, people who actually know the game of football. We understand that Shady, played the game of football, but sometimes it just doesn't translate. You know how college does sometimes translate to the NFL? Sometimes NFL doesn't translate to behind the analytical desk. So
it does not. It really don't. But we're gonna move on to give me your. We're gonna wear both hats. I know this is touchy for you because you can't stand neither one of these teams in the Super Bowl.
Oh, I despise both very much.
Noted 49er despiser, hater.
Absolutely.
And being a Raider fan, it comes with hating the Kansas City Chiefs.
Absolutely does. Comes with the territory. That's what it is.
So, if we're gonna put our coaching hat on right now, we're gonna put our coach's hat on. We're gonna go inside the huddle. Give me your keys to victory for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Keys to victory for the Kansas City Chiefs are really as simple. Stop the run. Gotta make sure you stop the run. If you contain CMC, then and essentially make those receivers and Brock Purdy beat you with his arm, it'd probably go by a little easier. Contain George Kittle because he tends to leak out. If you can contain that tight end and those big plays down the field, it should be the key to success should be a lot easier. And score on the defense. Establish a run game on that defense and take what they give you. Understand that Rashee Rice and your other receivers aren't necessarily strong going down the field, kind of like the Niners receivers as well. So if they do just so happen to get behind you, be careful your shit. Hopefully they drop it, right? Because you do got Valdez-Scantling, you do got Rashee Rice, who did have a really bad case with the dropsies this year. So keep everything short and sweet, everything in front of you. Take what the defense gives you. Get Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes activated really, really early. Make sure that they get that chemistry going early. Like I said, establish a run game and don't bank too much on the deep ball. Shit, play the short game, because that's exactly what the Niners are going to do. They're going to get the run game established, play the short game, and then try to beat you over top with the tight end and or
just focus on the Chiefs right now. Just focus on the Chiefs.
Focus on Chiefs. All right. Well, yeah, that's basically what you guys need to do. Just focus on getting that run game established on offense. Take what the defense gives you on offense as well. Short game, and capitalize on the big plays whenever you can. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully they got the cure for the dropsies, Valdez Scantling, Rashee Rice, Travis Kelce to an extent. Because you guys, this isn't a game where you guys can afford all these drops. And yeah, defense, don't let Christian McCaffrey make you guys go through hell. That's basically it. If you guys can do that, that'll be fine.
Okay, I'm agree with you on most of that. The biggest thing is going to be the run game. If they're going to be successful in this Super Bowl, they are going to have the ability to run the ball and be a balanced offense. Also agree with not trying to get the ball downfield, because I don't believe he's going to have time to do that.
He's not.
So the quicker the short game, the effectiveness of the run game, those are going to be keys to victory. And then there's one more element that I think is probably going to play the biggest role in this game for them should they win: special teams. I am going to predict if the Chiefs win this game, they're going to return a kick or a punt for a touchdown.
I'm not mad at that. I can see that. I can see that happening.
Well, or let me say it like this: the special teams is going to score a touchdown, whether it be block, field goal, punt, return from a punt, or a kickoff. Special teams is going to play a big role should the Chiefs win this game. And when I say that, I'm punt, pinning the 49ers deep, all of these things, special teams.
That actually might be a really good point, because their kicker Moody is known to miss kicks. So if it does come down to being a more defensive game or low scoring game, they're gonna have to rely on him to make some kicks, man. And I think that special teams point is a really, really, really big point, because
this is for Kansas City right now. I'm just talking about for Kansas City.
Exactly. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
Okay. The other side is known to fumble, right. So that could be a really, really big point in the game.
So there's that. This one's gonna hurt you, but 49ers, keys to victory.
All right. Keys to victory. Establish the run game. Okay. Don't overthink it, Kyle Shanahan. Okay. I understand. And this is the thing that I really want to say about this, right? I understand the narrative. Okay. I get it. Right. We hear it. Right. Do not, and I'm going to repeat, do not fall for the trap. Okay. Because it's out there. The cheese is out there. They got to sit right here, bow. Okay. You feel me? He's dangling. All right. And it's just right there for Kyle Shanahan, dumbass, to snatch at that motherfucker and miss and fall right off the fucking cliff. Do not fall for this stupid ass trap that the media has set. Okay. Because they've said it. It's there, and it's very big and it's very obvious. Okay. Do not get into the hero ball where you want Brock Purdy to be the hero of the game. Establish the run, get CMC activated, get George Kittle activated, use Debo sparingly because he still has that shoulder injury lingering, so you don't want to lose him early in the game.
We only got one game. I don't care if you blow that motherfucker out. You got the whole season to get it right. You got the whole season.
That's my only problem. I see them trying to do too much with Debo Samuel and them losing an important weapon. Use your offense. You guys have a really good one. Use your weapons accordingly. Okay? You have Brandon Jennings, you have Ray McLeod, you have all of these guys. Use them accordingly. Do not try to overuse Debo to the point where you end up losing him in the game. Okay? Defense, do your fucking job. Y'all got one job. I'm not even gonna break it down. Y'all got one fucking job. Do your job. Because the past 2 weeks, y'all have been ass. Let's just keep it a bean. Y'all have been ass. Okay.
Well,
y'all gave up over 20 points.
The second half,
they gave up over 20 points to. They gave up over 20 points to the Packers. They gave up over 30 points to the motherfucking Lions, bro. And y'all were the top 5 fucking defense in the league, dog. I don't want to hear it. Do your fucking job. Do your job at the end of the goddamn day. The Chiefs defense has been the top 10 defense, and they've shown it in the playoffs by holding both teams to under 17 points. Do your goddamn job, bro. That's all I got. Do your job. If you hold them under 20 points, y'all win this game convincingly. If y'all allow them to score over 20 points, you're going to lose this game. Do your fucking job, because the past 2 weeks, y'all haven't done your job. Show the fuck up, or y'all gonna get shown the fuck out.
Right, I agree with that. I don't think this is going to be a relatively high scoring game. I think the first team to 20 wins. But my keys, we've seen the game the exact same way. I don't think CMC has to get a lot of rushing. I think he has to touch the ball a lot. He has to
touch
have
the ball a lot, but he doesn't have to run the ball a lot.
Right. Between running and catching passes, I think he needs to be 22 to 26 touches, rushes and passes to be effective. If he gets his scrimmage yardage, will tell me what's happening.
Most definitely.
And that's going to be important. Debo, Ayuk, Kittle. If the Chiefs are going to play the way they played against the Ravens, where they're going to bring pressure, they got to get the ball out early.
Mm-hmm.
Force those defensive backs to tackle in space. And I don't believe that their defensive backs are good enough tacklers in space to deal with the San Francisco skill players in space. So we'll see. The biggest thing for me, get Chris Jones tired.
That's actually very important.
That's the most. If he lines up opposite of Trent Williams, I would have George Kittle cracking down on him every play.
Oh yeah, we're down blocking him every single day, every day.
I am going to make him. See, the thing about it is you want Chris Jones in the middle of your offense, not on the edges. He creates too much havoc. If he's in the middle, if he lines up as a nose tackle or a gap, you can at least see him and be like, all right, double team that.
Mm-hmm. Yep, we're going to double him.
Fuck everybody else, double team that. Like Kalafkis and all of them, I think the offensive line for the 49ers is good enough where they can handle that one-on-one. Because if he's in the middle, that means they put Kalafkis, whatever the fuck his name is, he's going to be on maybe Trent Williams' side. I have all the faith in the world in Trent Williams in that matchup. And if he's on the other side, like I said, you just use Kittle to chip him if he's going out for a pass play. And if it's a run, Kittle got that.
That'll be my only concern, especially with George, because he's a really, really explosive player and he likes to sit and wait in that backfield. So, and he can set the edge really, really well. I think that's one of the things that people kind of sleep on him about. So if he's on T. Will's side, then they're solid. But they're gonna have to double team him or chip him in some way.
Between, if you don't do it with Kittle, you still got Houston.
Yeah, I was gonna say you still got Big Kyle. So
you can neutralize that. You can by the second quarter, I want Chris Jones sore. Like I want him to be like, yo, I'm getting hit from every fucking angle.
Where's the game? Is in Houston, right? No, Vegas. Oh, it's gonna be Vegas. Oh, it's gonna be humid. How does it feel out there right now?
No, it's cold as shit. It's inside.
It's cold.
I got the dome. It's inside.
Oh, they'll be all right. They'll be all right. We still need him sucking wind, man.
Yeah, no.
We still need him in the sucking wind. Man, matter of fact, start pumping the motherfucking oxygen out. You see, my sabotagery was working for an extent, right? It was working to an extent. I'm not gonna lie to you, right? Because they pulled up. You know what I'm saying? They pulled up to UNLV and tried the practice field was all trashed up and stuff like that. Yeah, that was me. Okay, it was me. I was out there tearing up the motherfucking turf and all the shit like that, just so y'all be miserable practicing. But then the Chiefs won up me and they got inside with the greatest practice facility and all the shit like that. I couldn't get in there. I ain't had a pass and stuff like that. But I ain't gonna lie to you.
Not even gonna lie to you. They fucked that shit up.
Yeah, it's all good. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it was me. It was me. Okay, right. I did it. All right. Fuck y'all.
And keep Brock Purdy on time is the big thing.
Yeah.
Keep him on time. As long as he's on time, the offense is going to click. Like, and the defense. On the defense. This is my hatred for the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm talking with feelings right now. I'm not using my analyst hat right now. Okay? This is Mel in his feelings. I'm throwing all logic. Well, it's not all logic. I'm just using my logic at this point. The one thing that everybody said, oh, Patrick Mahomes threw all the interceptions during the regular season. He has not thrown an interception in the playoffs. I'm cool with that as long as he waited to the Super Bowl to throw 2 or 3. If the 49er defense can turn the Kansas City Chiefs over, the game is done. It's over. It's fucked. It's a wrap. Done deals. If Mahomes goes out there and he throws 2 picks, yeah. Don't let one of them be a pick 6. It's gonna get ugly really fast.
Like I said, Niners defense, y'all got one fucking job. Do your goddamn fucking job. Do your job. I ain't even no goddamn Niner fan, but I want to see y'all play better because giving up over 24 points and over 30 points, that's over 50 fucking points to the goddamn Packers and the fucking Lions 2 games back to back when you're supposed to be top 5 defense. I made this point years back, right? I made the same fucking point years motherfucking back. How y'all gonna call yourself a top 10 fucking defense if y'all giving up all this fucking points in the goddamn playoffs when it matters the most? Buffalo Bills. I said the same thing, and I'm standing on it. You can't call yourself a top defense if at the end of the day, you're giving up the most points in the game that matters the fucking most. Show up. Y'all got one job, bro. Show up. Y'all show up. Patrick Mahomes is guaranteed to throw at least 2 picks.
And the job is this. Take this book. I said that. I've been saying this for years. Go back. You can watch the film. I posted it. I got the evidence to prove it. The way this can work for the 49ers. One, you got to get up. Once you get up and you force the Chiefs to get into their passing bag, this is what happens. The Raiders do a very good job at this. They just got dumb safeties and shit sometimes.
Most definitely.
You can disrupt everything that the Kansas City Chiefs do if you do this. This is why I'm still waiting on my NFL coaching job. Put Eric Armstead at the tackle, nose tackle, whatever. Put Nick Bosa on the outside, Chase Young on others.
What you would normally do?
You can get pressure. You can get pressure with 3. If you need 4, throw a 4th dude on the ground.
Hargrave.
Then take Greenlaw and you tell Dre Greenlaw, bro, you spy Mahomes. If he crossed the line of scrimmage, you send his ass to the hospital. You play coverage behind it. Don't allow Mahomes to beat you because his inability to understand what defenses and what coverages look like, he beats that by running around like a chicken with his head cut off.
Mm-hmm. And you don't allow him to do that. I would just basically have everybody do the same thing, except just like you said, Dre, as soon as he crossed the line of scrimmage, put him in the body bag. Fred, you and Kittle, that's your date all day. That's your date all game. All game. That's your date. You feel me? He go take his shit. You better be there with the toilet paper. Okay. He need a drink. Yep, bet. I'm here with the drink. You feel me? If his family need ticket stubs, hey, bet I got it. We right here with it. You feel me? That is your date. Do not lose him. You got him all day because we're gonna cancel him out. Because we're not worried about nobody else. We're not worried about nobody else.
You watched the show last week. We said it. Like the way this offense operates, the receivers have to read the coverages from Mahomes to give him the ball.
Well, Kelsey,
if you drop 7 or 6 dudes into coverage, you're forcing the receivers to have to read that as well as the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
With Chase Young, with Nick Bosa, with Eric Armstead, with those dudes coming the way that they do. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
All right, we're back.
With those dudes rushing, you should be able to all that stuff that the Chiefs loves to do, all that off script stuff. cancel that out. You get rid of it. You
Cancel that out,
force.
especially.
It sounds crazy that I'm going to say this because the way that y'all view Patrick Mahomes, but the 49er game plan should be let Patrick Mahomes beat us.
That was
Because it's hard when they're running the ball well and then they're doing what they're doing. It's hard. Any offense is hard to stop when you have to defend on multiple fronts.
Hey guys, just want to
So-
let you guys know, right? Not to cut Mel off, but if you guys don't think that that what he's saying is correct, right? To let Patrick Mahomes beat you, right? Not Travis Kelce, not Tyreek Holmes, not Tyreek Hill, not the defense. Let Patrick Mahomes beat you, right? Go back to what the Bucks did in that Super Bowl, right? Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Patrick Mahomes, run around. Doesn't matter because we have one of the fastest linebackers in the league that's going to take away Travis Kelce, and we're going to bracket Tyreek Hill. Who else you got?
Because what Tampa did was they told Ndamukong Suh, they told Shaq Barrett, all of them, go.
Vita Vea.
Like they controlled the line of scrimmage, and they was forcing Mahomes to get uncomfortable. So when he was rolling out left to right, like you said, Levante David and all them linebackers were flying.
Rush lanes.
The 49ers
guys.
The 49ers are built the exact same way. So, hey, like I said, as long as they can stop the running game, they don't let Isaiah Pacheco rip off 4 yards here, 5 yards here, 12-yard run. As long as they can stop that and they're forcing the Chiefs into 3rd and 6s, 3rd and 8s, 3rd and longs, you got it.
Yeah, you got it. You can't let Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce get into a rhythm. That's why I'm taking Fred Warner and I'm putting him on Travis Kelce all fucking day, right? They don't have nobody else who can fucking beat me because at the end of the day, my DBs are going to be better than your corners. I don't trust Rashee Rice over any of my fucking DBs. I'm sorry. Come on now. So we're not doing that. So at the end of the day, who else you got?
Yep.
The line of scrimmage is going to be done because I'm going to have Bosa. I'm going to have Chase Young. I'm going to have Eric Armstead. Shout out to my boy Eric Armstead for being in the Super Bowl again. Played against him in high school. And then I'm also going to have Javon Hargrave on the inside.
And if I know Andy Reid, if I know the Kansas City Chiefs, they watched that Lions game. You're going to have to make your adjustments on those pin and pulls. You're going to have to make your adjustments because they're going to have Travis Kelce pinned down on Chase Young or Nick Bosa and run a toss play to Pacheco. You got to play that better this week. You got to play that better. Have to. You cannot allow your edges to get set when you got Chase Young and Nick Bosa. Like, y'all have to don't give up the edges. Please don't. Just don't. But with all of that, like I said, I am predicting San Francisco to win this game. Because the last thing I want to hear is Nick Wright. I don't. I really don't. And I want everybody who was calling Brock Purdy third string quarterback and he's not the reason why the 49ers win. All of the people that were basically saying he's not good enough to eat crow. Every last one. Because to say he's not good, remember they had the graphic of all the quarterbacks in the playoffs. They had him rated as the last or the worst quarterback in the playoffs.
That is true.
He's here. You know, we had, going back to speak, you know, SpongeBob with titties. I'm not going to say her. You're getting the math will let you know who that is.
If you've been watching the show, you know exactly who
If you've been watching the show, you already know. Said that the 49ers can't trust Brock Purdy because we've never seen Brock Purdy under duress. We've never seen him come back. No, he did it twice in the playoffs already.
Sure did.
You know? We never seen him under duress.
See, Niner fans, I can be optimistic.
He's
I can be on your side.
Look,
I can break down the game in my coach's hat and not my hater's hat. You feel me? It's still fuck y'all, and I still hope y'all lose. I hope both of you niggas lose. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not even
Well,
picking.
Mullins is on a totally different
loses
thing.
this
He wants this game to last for 36 hours so that they just have to end it in a tie.
You gotta call it. You gotta call it. At the end of the day, you gotta call it. You gotta call it tie. First tie in NFL history. Neither one of you niggas is getting this motherfucking ring, this trophy. Nobody's getting this Lombardi presentation on the Raiders field. I gotta do that shit somewhere the fuck else.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Mullins wants this Super Bowl in 2024 to be the first Super Bowl where no one gets a trophy.
Yep.
That's deep.
Absolutely.
That's how deep it goes for him.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I feel that in my soul, like wholeheartedly in my soul. Yeah.
So I'm not. I'm not even mad at that because I wanted the Raiders to actually get to the Super Bowl. So, and, you know, and it's okay. But I'm still going for the 49ers because like I said, my hatred for the Chiefs is. I think the only team I hate more than the Kansas City Chiefs is the Dallas Cowboys.
Probably be the Cowboys. Yeah, I understand that.
So
it's like Niners, Cowboys, Patriots, fucking Tuck rule. You bitch ass niggas, y'all know what the fuck y'all did. Y'all know what y'all did.
Yeah, I don't really hate the Patriots though.
I can't stand them.
I hated some things that happened.
Actually, hold on. I gotta fix that tier list because it goes Niners, Steelers, Cowboys, Patriots.
You hate the Steelers?
Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. First of all, the immaculate reception. Okay. Rest in peace, Franco Harris.
Oh, so everything.
Fuck you, dog.
It all. Yeah. Okay, I get it. It's everything that happened with the Raiders. I get it.
Do you understand that every single time the goddamn Steelers was in the goddamn Super Bowl, do you know who they beat in the AFC Championship?
I got it. Okay, I get it.
That's why I'm a Raider fan, okay? Because we come from greatness, okay? We're going to return to greatness real soon. Shout out to my boy AP. But I wanted to say something about this fucking coaching that we got going on, this little coaching carousel. We got to see a lot of coaches getting jobs and shit, right? And there was a specific player group that have been really vocal about Bill Belichick not getting a job. And I just want to say, I don't think that anybody, and I mean anybody, is in the business or the game to be disrespecting Bill Belichick. Especially when, for one, you can't beat him. So there's that. And two, he has more Super Bowl rings than your favorite player.
See, I think what's going to happen is this. Philly never got rid of.
You guys can check the stats too. Bill Belichick has more Super Bowl rings than your favorite player.
Well, he's got more Super Bowl rings than most organizations. So.
Than your favorite player and your favorite team. Okay, he got more Super Bowl rings than two of your favorite players combined. I'm not trying to hear it.
I think this is what's going to happen with Bill Belichick. Bill's not going to be unemployed very long. I'm going to give it the first quarter of next season. Somebody's going to fuck up. And it's going to be a good team too. It's not going to be a bad team. It's going to be a good team. It's going to be like Philly.
Cowboys. Mike McCarthy. Damn,
Dallas. It's going to be. Sorry. Weird thing is, I think he might, and I thought it was going to be an NFC team. I wanted him to go to Washington.
The only person that can go into Jerry World and tell Jerry to do this right here is Bill Belichick, because only he commands that type of respect. He's just like Jimmy Johnson. All right, either you're going to let me do this shit or we're going to fucking lose.
I'm going to say this now. Bill Belichick ends up in the NFC East next year. Whether it's the Giants, Eagles, Cowboys, he ends up in the NFC East.
I've been saying Giants because, like I said, it's either Giants or the Cowboys, because both of them motherfuckers over there, y'all got, I got a month, bro. I got a month into the season, and y'all done for. I'm not even gonna fucking lie, because if the Giants fire Brian Daboll first, Bill Belichick, he gonna take his ass back to the Giants, win his ass Super Bowl at the Giants, and then fucking retire.
That's probably gonna be the same thing. I said we talked about this a couple weeks ago, and that's what I said. I said the only way the way Bill can redeem himself after Brady won the Super Bowl with Tampa is if he goes back to the Giants and restores the Giants by winning a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And he's got the pieces on defense.
Yep. Got the pieces on defense. Really, all you need is a quarterback and a receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Probably going to draft, get another running back because Saquon's probably as good as gone.
So that's why I said I can see him ending up in the NFC East, with one of those three teams. Secondly, this might be scary, but I'm calling Eric Bieniemy to the Chargers as the offensive coordinator.
I don't doubt that at all, especially because Chip Kelly just left. Speaking of NCAA, we'll get to that. A lot of that news next week. So don't think just because
he left UCLA.
Oh yes. Oh goodness gracious. Optimus Mel.
I missed that.
Oh man. You'll never guess who he went to go team up with.
Oh, where'd he go?
Oh, you're not gonna like it at all. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Where'd he go?
Ohio State.
He went to Oh, we're gonna beat the shit out of Ohio State.
He went to Ohio State. Offensive coordinator. He teamed up with Ryan Day.
Is desperate. Oh my God.
Oh, he's very desperate. You see?
You are desperate. Ryan Day lose to Michigan.
He's right here. He's right here. He's reaching right here. Reaching for the stars because he knows.
Look, Sharon Moore, brother, you already know. It's go blue all day, every day with me. But this year, with everything that they doing in the transfer portal and all these and then you bringing in Chip Kelly, blow Ohio State out.
Yep, because they are officially the favorites with all the recruits. Everybody transfer portal, and they got Chip Kelly, right? Yep, they are the number one favorites right now.
Chip Kelly left a head coaching job to be the offensive coordinator at Ohio State.
Yes, sir.
That's stupid.
Yes, sir. That is exactly what happened.
That's stupid. That further lets me know Ryan Day getting fired.
Oh, it's coming. His time is coming for sure.
There's no way Chip Kelly takes that job as an offensive coordinator without some type of this nigga not gonna be here that long.
Yeah, most definitely. Because you don't leave UCLA, a team that you had in the top 10, to go to Ohio State to be an offensive coordinator to take a lesser job.
No.
If you weren't essentially promised the head coaching job.
Yeah, no.
Because Ryan Day's been there for what, 5-6 years, almost 10 years, and hasn't produced yet, and constantly been number one. Yeah, no, yeah, he's on the way out for sure.
I don't know how I missed that. That's crazy.
Yeah. But like I said, we'll get into a lot of NCAA news.
Oh, when the season is over, we're gonna get into the college. We're gonna get into the draft. We're gonna get to all that.
Yeah, don't think just because the NFL season over, y'all not gonna get no football, okay? Because we got the spring football season coming. We got flag football. It's a lot going on this off season, okay?
Yeah, like we on this, like so.
And I want to say one more thing. For the teams that didn't hire Mike Vrabel because of his quote unquote size, he's a football player, guys.
He's a defense. He played fucking defense and a linebacker. Did you think he was little?
I'm trying to figure out how you guys get intimidated by a football player that played the game of football, that was in the trenches, going against other big. Did y'all say the same thing to John Lynch? Because John Lynch big as hell, buff as fuck too.
He ain't.
My boy right here, okay? His shoulders is where my ears is, okay?
Yeah, but
John Lynch ain't no slouch, okay?
He ain't no slouch.
John Lynch.
But he ain't Mike Vrabel.
He ain't Mike Vrabel, though. I get it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like
Mike Vrabel, what, 6'5", 6'6"?
Yeah, he's 6'6", about 265, 270. Probably in his playing days, he probably more now.
He probably like 250, 260.
Probably a little bit more now. Even for me, coach, you relax, you take it off. You know what I'm saying? You get a little cheeseburgers and you like the Andy Reid.
Yeah,
but
John Lynch is like 6'2", no, 215, 220.
But it's like, man, y'all better
more normal.
And I know D'Amico big as hell too. Y'all better stop playing with these, man. D'Amico big as hell. Gerard Mayo big as hell. Like, y'all better stop playing with my boy Mike, man. Like he ain't deserve no coaches because he be. What was the real reason why I hire him? Talking about he's a football player. He played defense end and linebacker. Of course he's big.
Well, what I've noticed, you tell me if I'm wrong. A lot of the stronger personalities did not get hired.
That is what I really wanted to know, right? Did you not hire him because of his big stature, or did you not hire him because you guys know that he's a dickhead and he don't sugarcoat. He wants to see results. Like y'all know that at the end of the day that he has a. This is the thing about Mike Vrabel that a lot of people don't realize is that he's not going to be quiet. He's not going to be silent. He's not just going to sit back and allow GMs and coaches or GMs and owners and all the other type of personnel to make moves without his say so. This is the reason why he ended up ultimately leaving Tennessee, because when they got rid of AJ Brown for all of these quote unquote picks that he knew wasn't going to pan out, him and the ownership and the GM started to butt heads. They really did not. They started to butt heads. Y'all forget he is a football player. He comes from a football background. So, of course, he sees the game differently than a whole bunch of guys when they're suits that did not play the game. This is probably the reason why he did not get a job, because he understands the game differently. And he's told those guys, hey, I'm not going to sit around and bullshit. I'm not going to sit around and sugarcoat nothing. What I feel that we needs to be done, I'm going to take the steps to do it. And if you're going to be in the fucking way, I'm going to move you out of my fucking way, because that's the fucking way I know how to. He's just like Dan Campbell, okay? Both those guys are literally the same. So I think that probably played more into it as the reason why he didn't get a job, is because he knows he's probably going to end up going back and forth with a lot of these owners about personnel decisions. And he's like, I don't like that.
I don't know. This just jumped in my head for whatever reason. It just jumped in my head because I just realized that Raheem Morris is the coach of the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
If you're the Rams, do you hire Bill Belichick to run your defense?
I would definitely take a look at it. I'm not going to lie to you. I would definitely take a look at it.
I mean, I would at this point.
Honestly, if I was the Giants, I'd make that call.
That would be too dicey, because then Brian Daboll will know his days is numbered.
I mean, he should know his days are numbered.
I mean, his days are numbered anyway, but then he would be like, damn, they brought Bill in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just light a little fire under his ass real quick. You feel me? Yeah, you can light a little fire under you, bro. Feel me? You can get you activated a little bit. You feel me? Right here. Now right here. We're right here a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Just light a little fire under him, get a little activated, you know what I'm saying? A little kicking the caboose. That's it.
Yeah. But I think Bieniemy to the Chargers, because he used to play for the Chargers back when they were in the NBA. So I think that would work for him. And plus it'll give him a chance to go back to the AFC West and beat up on the Chiefs for a little bit.
Yeah. Now there is a lot of speculation that he may try to find his way back to the Chiefs. Now look, this is my theory, Mel. It's my theory, Mel. You ready? This is my theory. Okay.
Maybe he leaves. Maybe Andy Reid leaves. He takes over.
Yeah. If and only if Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes end up winning this motherfucking Super Bowl, which honestly I hope they don't, and Eric Bieniemy comes back next year, Andy Reid, quote unquote, steps down,
lets him take over,
and that's his intro to head coaching, because we know there's a lot of people that, like I said, they're just waiting for Eric Bieniemy to get a head coaching job, and then they're going to try to blast all his dirty laundry, all that stuff like that, and try to push him out the league, and that's why you only deserve blah all that bullshit. The Kansas City Chiefs, they know him, they love him, he's well respected in that organization, he's well respected in that city. And it's only right. And he spoke to that offense prior to the Ravens game. So why else would you have him come back and speak to his old team prior to a big game if y'all didn't have something kind of sort of going on there?
I think the experiment having that offense without him didn't work. Andy Reid calling the plays doesn't look the same, doesn't feel the same.
Oh,
they saw what he did in Washington with those guys, and it was like, you know what? Hey, maybe you come on home. Maybe we kicked you out too early. Come on.
Yeah, we can use you a little bit. Maybe you bring somebody over. I don't know. Maybe you hire Bill as a defensive coordinator and y'all fuck the league up. I don't know. Who knows?
I will be pissed. No.
I would be. Oh, that should be crazy.
Hear me out on this, though. This is why I would be pissed. Terry McLaurin is up for a deal.
Yep. He sure is.
If he leaves, if Bieniemy goes back to Kansas City,
Mm-hmm.
If fucking Terry McLaurin leaves Washington and goes to Kansas City, I will lose my shit.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie. If Terry McLaurin and Eric Bieniemy go back to Kansas City, we need Mike Evans. We need Mike Evans and Devontae Adams team up, pair up, and
Look,
nobody can stop us after that.
I will personally look. I told everybody when I moved to Vegas, I am officially a Raider fan, but I held on to Washington. That's my heart. It's always been that's my heart. I will let these fuckers go for real. I will let them go. 100%. 100%.
Oh my gosh.
The jersey.
Oh, shoot.
My hats. Like, I will disown these motherfuckers permanent. If that's what happens.
Oh, shoot.
Look, I'm already in my brain want Odell Beckham to come to Vegas.
Odell, if you see this, you can come on to Vegas. It's good.
Bro, I'm trying to get it to where it happens. Like,
come on to Vegas, Odell. It's good. Don't worry about it. I'm
bro.
get you a nice little vet, little minimum with nice little centers in your contract. You'll be
Vegas.
solid.
This is a good spot for you. Come on.
Mike Evans, if you're listening, you can use your consistency. Come on down. You know you want to play with AP.
We flirted with D-Hop last year before.
You mean? D-Hop only signed to 1 year. So D-Hop, if you ain't feeling Tennessee, man, you can come on down to Vegas. It's good.
You're supposed to come to Vegas
moms.
anyway.
Don't worry about it. We got a space for moms. Don't worry about it. It's good. We can set her up in her own little spot. You feel me? To where nobody gonna mess with her. She can always get the game ball. You feel me? Always get the touchdown ball. I'll pay attention. D-Hop, I'm with you. I got you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You feel me? We set her up right in the black hole next to Gorilla Rilla. And Gorilla Rilla gonna make sure she right. She good. You feel me? Don't worry about it, bro. It's good. Come on down. We got a nice little vet minimum for you too. It's good. Mm-hmm.
And look, and if we can't get Jaden Daniels in the draft, call Russell Wilson.
I'm gonna save all of my draft picks and NCAA news till next week.
I jumped ahead.
There's a lot of Raider fans that ain't gonna like me for my picks, but that's okay. It's fine.
I jumped ahead of myself. I'm sorry. You got to come back next week.
Yeah, come back next week for the NCAA show for the draft show.
For our draft board. You got to come back next week.
Come back next week if you want to see that. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm gonna try to play as many video games this week that I can to distract me from this game. Like I said, I hope both teams lose. Don't really care. I might tune into halftime just for just for Usher.
For the Usher. All right. So what do you give me your before we get out of here? Give me your what do you want to hear Usher? And do you think he brings out a guest or two?
Well, we did talk about this on Gentleman's Talk. Shout out to my boys from Gentleman's Talk. We had like a kind of little list of the songs that we thought Usher was going to play. I do, however, think that he's probably going to bring out a guest, which I think is honestly going to be Rick Ross because he got a lot of tracks, a lot of fire tracks with Rick Ross.
I hope not.
So I do think that, but he is in Houston. Or no, it's in Vegas. So sorry, I keep doing that. Sorry. But they are in Vegas, so I'm not really too sure how that's gonna go as far as guests go, because they try to coordinate it with the town or the city that they're in. But I know we're probably gonna hear, the radio hits or whatever the case may be, but I really don't know if I got like a super request, honestly. What I am hoping for though is a halftime show, kind of like Scandal, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm looking for the scandals. I'm looking for something to go wrong. I'm looking for the shit that people don't normally peep. I'm looking for that. I'm not really here for the requests, but I want to see something kind of go wrong. Like, I want to see like a dancer fall or something. You feel me? like Usher, like forget a word or some shit like that. Like, I don't know. You feel me? Wardrobe malfunction, like we seen with Janet and Justin Timberlake. I don't know, something. I'm wanting to see something. You feel me?
For controversy. You want controversy?
I want some controversy. Okay, I understand it. We had Rihanna last year. She was great. You feel me? We've been great the past few years. I want to see some controversy in this halftime show. Okay, I want to see somebody fall off the stage. That's what I want to see. Okay.
All right. I'm not. I'm on. I'm rooting for the controversy too. Maybe Keke Palmer shows up and do some silly shit.
Yeah, man. Matter of fact, Usher. There's gonna be a lot of football wives and a lot of basketball wives, a lot of wives there. You know, Usher is known to be a habitual line stepper. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. He known to be a habitual line stepper. You go ahead and step over that line real quick, Usher. Let's see if we can get somebody out that locker room.
Since you said habitual line stepper and doing silly shit, knowing this is the NFL and knowing what's been happening the last 8-9 weeks with Taylor Swift, does he pull Taylor Swift on stage?
If he pulls Taylor Swift on stage, I instantly need Kanye to come on stage and be like, Taylor, I'm gonna let you finish, but Usher got one of the best halftime performances of all time and kick Taylor off the stage. That's gonna send the world into a frenzy.
Okay.
That's gonna send the world into an absolute frenzy, and I'm here for it.
Bam. And that's how we're gonna end the show. It's been a big Friday before the big game. You got our picks. We're going to come back. We're going to talk some shit next week about this game because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of shit to talk.
It's probably going to be crazy.
I'm going. You know where I was on? Bang Bang Diner Gang. I will only say that because of my brother and because I hate the Chiefs. So the only time you're ever going to hear this come out of my mouth. Other than that, it's fuck the 49ers. Okay? But it's fuck the Chiefs more. So that's where we go. You know, Mulich, if Mulich could have it his way, somehow the lights won't work. They won't be able to play the game on Sunday. There'll be a water main break, so it'll leak on the field and just flood the field. Because he wants controversy.
Mm-hmm. I hope both quarterbacks break a toe or something.
If he would have it exactly, both quarterbacks will get hurt and they both playing with backup quarterbacks. That'll be amazing.
I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I hope the most inconvenient things happen. I hope both teams get locked in their hotel rooms and can't go nowhere. I hope the refs bus is delayed so he can't make it to the game. I hope the backup refs bus is delayed so he can't make it to the game. I hope the announcer, he got laryngitis so he can't speak. Right? Like I'm hoping a lot of stuff goes haywire. I'm not hoping for ill intent or anything, but I'm hoping a lot of stuff goes haywire so just the game can't happen. I'm not even gonna lie.
As you can see, Mooley is deep in his bones right now. But with that being said, enjoy the Super Bowl. We'll be back next week with our takes. GQ still on hiatus. Hopefully our brother be back soon. Matter of fact, I've been saying I got to call him. I haven't called him. I got to call his ass, make sure he's good. Other than that, we out of here. We'll see you next week on the Football Friday.
Yeah, come on, push your button.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn